Government transfers $300 million in Bitcoin. Mining difficulty hits all-time high. Bitcoin price prediction. The value of Bitcoin, the biggest cryptocurrency in the world, has recently dropped. As of Thursday, it was trading at $30,330, a reduction of 1.07%. Investor sentiment appears to be impacted by the government purportedly moving almost 10,000 Bitcoin, or more than $300 million. The complexity of mining Bitcoin has also increased to previously unheard of levels as sales of mining equipment are at record highs. The US government sends Bitcoin worth more than $300 million. According to reports, the US government has moved about 10,000 Bitcoins, worth more than $300 million. It is thought that this transaction had an effect on Bitcoin prices, which are currently falling. Recent efforts concerning a Bitcoin wallet tied to the US Department of Justice, DOJ, are the cause of the price decline. Approximately 9,825.25 Bitcoins, or close to $299 million, were exchanged on July 12. Notably, the US government had previously stated that it intended to sell the remaining Bitcoins that had been taken from the Silk Road in several batches throughout the year. These transactions, which affect more than 800 wallet addresses, are still not completely clear. Tracking the government's actions for each coin becomes more challenging due to the high volume of transactions and connected wallets. Some cryptocurrency aficionados have lost faith as a result of this ambiguity, raising worries about how it would affect the future of Bitcoin. Despite these worries, some proponents of cryptocurrencies dismiss them as unwarranted and the result of undue skepticism. The market's response to these transactions has been rather subdued. 6 hours after the transactions were reported, Bitcoin only fluctuated by less than 1%. As miner sales soar, Bitcoin mining difficulty hits all-time high. Sales of Bitcoin miners are at all-time highs, while mining Bitcoin has grown more difficult. Following the most recent adjustment, the network's difficulty measure reached its pinnacle on July 12, reaching an all-time high of 53.91 trillion units. This metric shows how difficult it is to mine Bitcoin blocks. Every 2 weeks, the blockchain modifies its level of difficulty to maintain a 10-minute processing time. The network becomes more difficult to mine as processing power rises, which lowers the profitability for lone miners. The current change is anticipated to increase the pressure on miners, who have been selling the Bitcoin they produce since June. One of the things thought to be hindering a rise in Bitcoin's price is the lack of miner accumulation. The latest difficulty increase may cause medium and small-scale miners' profitability to drop into the negatives, forcing them to temporarily turn off some of their ASIC equipment. Smaller miners might give up as a result, allowing stronger miners to amass more Bitcoin and possibly easing the strain on mining sales. The pressure on Bitcoin prices on Thursday is a result of miners' recent spike in Bitcoin transfers to exchanges and the network's record high level of difficulty. These issues are highlighted by the obstacles miners encounter. Price prediction for Bitcoin. When examining Bitcoin's technical characteristics, it has been moving upward since breaking over the $30,500 resistance mark. The upward trend line supported Bitcoin at roughly $30,400 on a 4-hour time frame. A bullish bounce in Bitcoin has been produced by the development of a string of doji candles above this level. When comparing the moving average convergence divergence, MACD, and relative strength index, RSI, we can see that the MACD is now creating smaller histograms than it did previously, while the RSI is still in the purchasing zone. This is a blatant sign of the bull's declining tenacity. Despite this, there is immediate resistance for Bitcoin on the upside near the $30,950 mark, or more precisely, the $31,000 level. BTC may be driven towards the $31,500 level if a bullish break occurs over this level. On the other hand, a break below the $30,400 mark might push BTC down towards the $30,000 mark. The $30,400 level is the main area to pay attention to today. We may anticipate a continuation of the upward trend in Bitcoin as long as it remains above this.